a petite vocalist with a powerful and even stronger attitude. This outstanding voice, along with Al Green and subsequently O.V. Wright, helped establish Willie Mitchell's legendary Memphis soul label, High Records. This vocalist is undeniably the greatest female singer at High Records. This artist was among the best deep southern soul singers of a decade. This performer was not always acknowledged on the charts, as much of her music deserved so, particularly among pop fans, but her greatest recordings rank among the best of her generation. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Ann Peebles. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out any more uploads. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Ann Lee Peebles was born on April 27th, 1947 in Kenlock, Missouri. She's the 7th of 11 children. She was born into a musical household, with her father being a minister and her mother was a singer. Due to her parents being musicians, she naturally began singing at the age of 9 in her father's choir, the People's Choir, which was formed by her grandfather. The People's Choir regularly opened up shows for gospel stars like Mahalia Jackson and the Soul Stirrers when Sam Cooke was a member. Growing up, Peebles became interested in secular music, mostly by listening and being strongly influenced by R&B vocalists such as Muddy Waters, Mary Wells, and Aretha Franklin. As a teenager, she began singing in the St. Louis club scene, being heavily supported by her father, who also encouraged her to pursue a career in secular music. While performing in these places, she met blues band leader Oliver Sane, a local blues legend, and eventually she joined his review. Peebles got a big break in 1968 while visiting Memphis when she asked to sit in on trumpeter Gene Bowlegs Miller performance. Miller had previously signed with High Records and was so pleased by Peebles' voice that he immediately brought her to High Records owner Willie Mitchell for an audition. Mitchell was still in the process of changing the label from a country label to an R&B label. Mitchell quickly offered Peebles a deal when she was just 20 years old. Mitchell paired Peebles with singer-songwriter Don Bryant. Now at this time, Peebles was looking for a little bit more seasoning in her R&B writing, and after spending so much time together, the duo began writing with each other, which led to a relationship, and the couple would marry in 1974. In 1969, Peebles recorded her debut single, Walk Away, which was followed by Give Me Some Credit.
I ain't gonna worry about the rest. I couldn't give you.
That same year, she released her debut album, This Is Ann Peebles. That very next year, she had one charted single with Part-Time Love.
Find me. Gotta find me a part-time love.
In 1971, Peebles released two charted singles with I Pity the Fool and Slip, Trip, and Fell in Love.
What you had in mind.
That same year, she released her second album, Part-Time Love, which peaked at number 40 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Her third album, Straight From the Heart, peaked at number 188 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 42 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. Between the years of 1972 and 1973, she released 4 charted singles with Breaking Up Somebody Home,
Starving for your love. Hungry for just one.
Somebody on Your Case,
Go. All decked out in his best shoe and his band.
I'm Gonna Tear Your Playhouse Down,
You think you got the perfect plan.
and I Can't Stand the Rain.
I can't stand the rain against my window.
In 1974, Peebles had 2 more charted singles with You Keep Me Hanging On
You got me
and Do I Need You.
all my life. Seems like all I do is sacrifice.
Following these hits, her 4th album, I Can't Stand the Rain, peaked at 155 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 25 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts. During the 70s, she made albums including Tellin' It, which peaked at number 41 on the Billboard Top R&B Albums charts, If This Is Heaven, which was released in 1977, while The Handwriting Is on the Wall came out in 1979. During the 70s, she had numerous tracks that appeared on the R&B charts such as Beware,
She's up early in the morning, dialing your phone, talking about what your man did.
Come to Mama,
Goes behind the clouds, and you feel
Dr. Love Power,
think I'm gonna call my Dr. Love.
Fill This World With Love,
Hard to find. You may be doing.
If This Is Heaven,
You said I'd be your angel sweet, and you
Old Man With Young Ideas,
because my man is twice my age. They say he's got 1 foot in the.
I Didn't Take Your Man,
I didn't take your man. You get
and If You Got the Time.
you'd always be mine. Now you say you're tired of me, 'cause things ain't what.
Peebles released the album Call Me in 1989, followed by Full Time Love in 1992, and her final album, Fill This World With Love, was released in 1996. Later in her career, she worked with Raylo Records and Bullseye Blue Records. Peebles walked away from performing after suffering a stroke in 2012, and in 2014, she was officially inducted into the Memphis Music Hall of Fame. There has never been a female artist in Memphis music history who has maintained a degree of consistency as Peebles has over a longer period of time. Ann Peebles is always sophisticated but feisty, graceful yet aggressive, silent but emotionally profound. Her appearance and attitude in her music frequently change, yet she consistently portrays herself as an incredible soulful musician who strongly conveys her views.